Did you know that 99.99% of all pesticides you eat come from vegetables naturally? You see, vegetables have toxins and thousands of anti-nutrients to stop you, the predator, from eating them. These are defense chemicals such as polyphenols, isothiocyanates, oxalates, lectins, flavonoids. Take broccoli for instance. You have myrosinase and glucoraphanin, which are stored in two separate compartments in the plant cells. When you eat it, the plant cell walls are crushed, and these two compounds, myrosinase and glucoraphanin, combine to form sulforaphane. And sulforaphane is a plant toxin. Sulforaphane is so toxic as a pro-oxidant that it can't be present in the natural form of broccoli, or it would poison the plant. It's only created to poison you.
No. What's tragic here is that when you try to take information in online, make sure that the source is valuable. Valuable in the sense that they know what they're talking about. Because if you're trying to reference studies, make at least sure that you read them. This video is just filled with misinformation. Sulforaphane, for example, is an anti-carcinogen, and that's backed up by really good evidence. But instead of debunking every single thing he said, I want to focus our attention onto the first study he cited. Because when I saw the video, I was like, wait a minute, I saw that study before. And I actually found the clip and probably the mentor of this dude that we saw right here. His mentor goes by the name of Dr. Anthony Jaffe. Let's watch the clip from Dr. Anthony Jaffe together.
Plants use poisons. If you think about it, all plants are poisonous. It's just that certain animals have evolved the ability to break down specific poisons in specific plants. But if they haven't evolved to eat that plant is bad for them, and that goes for us too. We've known since the 1980s from the work of Professor Bruce Ames out of UC Berkeley that plants, vegetables, things that we eat all the time, well, not me, but used to, you guys anyway, they contain quite a lot of poisons, and they were comparing this to pesticides because they were trying to ban the pesticides in the 80s.
Let's stop the video right here. When you share information online, know that whatever you're sharing can have a huge impact of someone else's life and health. And more specifically, when you're that aware that whatever you share is that important, make sure to at least read the study. These two gentlemen, or if you want to call them gentlemen, have not even read the study. I read it, and it's tragic. Let's have a look. What you see right here is the study these two have cited. Dietary pesticides, 99.99% all natural. And it's not from the 1980s, but from the 90s. But that's besides the point. I would like to point our attention to a quote that the authors made in the study. So yeah, if you read the study, you will stumble across this specific quote. It reads as follows. Caution is necessary in interpreting the implications of the occurrence in the diet of natural pesticides that are rodent carcinogens. It is not argued here that these dietary exposures are necessarily of much relevance to human cancer. Indeed, a diet rich in fruits and vegetables is associated with lower cancer rates. This may be because anti-carcinogenic vitamins and antioxidants come from plants. This is something that we've seen across all the scientific evidence. When we look at prospective cohort studies, people that tend to eat a healthy whole food plant-based diet, or, and this is key, eat a lot of the calories from whole plant-based foods, so they incorporate a small amount of animal-based products. These people have a lower risk for cancer. And that's something that we see over and over and over again. And people such as this that make such bold claims and don't even read the studies won't even be held accountable with the information that they're sharing. They might think it sounds cool because they think out of the box and, all science is wrong, but here I am citing science that I've not even read. It's just comical. But you know what's a tragedy and not a comedy? It's all the people that they are hurting with this misinformation. When you see clips like that online, always check for the references and don't be afraid to read the studies that these people are sharing. And it's not just the dude from the video and Dr. Anthony Jaffe, it's all the carnivore doctors or all the carnivore tribe. There's no evidence suggesting that a carnivore diet is healthy for you long term. None. As a matter of fact, what we see over and over again is that people that consume a high animal-based diet will increase the risk for all-cause mortality and all the chronic diseases, including cancer. That's even adjusted for processed and unprocessed meat in most of the studies. especially the newer ones. Big claims require big evidence, and that's not just applicable to videos. It's also applicable to books. For example, I'm on the way of becoming a registered dietitian, and we had a great healthy debate about coconut oil. And I suggested that the scientific literature is pointing towards coconut actually raising LDL cholesterol. And that's especially true for coconut products that are rich in fats. And I cited a meta-analysis of 16 randomized controlled trial to back up the claim I made. And the other person cited a book for her reference and a blog article. I'm not really sure what book she was talking about because she didn't mention what book it was, but that's besides the point I'm trying to make here. A book is only as strong as the references that the book authors are citing and the author's accuracy about interpreting those references. When you make claims, especially when we are talking about people's health, don't just make them because they sound cool or you feel great because I've been doing this diet or I've tried this out. No, it's dangerous to do so. What are your thoughts about this topic? Feel free to let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.